Real quick, some cool things on the expert dashboard that you may or may not know. But first, we'll go through the basics. Before you get started doing your rankings, if this is your first time logging in, you're going to want to go up here to where your profile is, go to settings, and you're going to want to make sure that under the NFL PPR sync options that you have fully editable, you have PPR, and then synced to half PPR, and then your locked is going to be standard. Basically, that allows you to fully rank the PPR rankings, and then Fantasy Pros algorithm will automatically do a half PPR and automatically do your standard for you. The half or the sync to half PPR, you could edit some of the stuff. The quarterbacks, I don't believe, get ranked. Kickers don't get ranked. Defenses don't get ranked. It'll all come from your PPR. But really, I only post PPR. So as long as you rank PPR, that's what will show up on the website. That's all you necessarily have to do. So now we're going to go to rankings. It defaults to redraft rankings. We're not going to do those yet. We're going to concentrate first on the dynasty rankings. So obviously this is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to obviously move your players around wherever you want and do your rankings. I typically only post the positional groups. I don't post the overall. I'll put quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end on there. I'm still debating if I want to do Superflex spot or not, but definitely the quarterback, running back, receiver, and tight end will do. And we'll also do rookies. So obviously you go through, do your rankings. I do want to make sure we get rookie rankings up. The thing about rookie rankings, when you go to it for the first time, you're not going to see anything here. There'll be no players listed. You have to actually add them all manually, which is kind of a pain in the butt because they're not in any kind of order. So you basically have to search for your player and add them individually by doing the little check boxes. I added a few here just so I can show you how it looks. And I'm going to show you here at the end an interesting thing about notes. So you can add notes to your players over here, which I added one already. Let's just type in something just so I can show you how it looks at the very end. All right, so we have notes now on our rookies. And once you think you've pretty much finished what you want to do, you're going to hit publish. It's going to show you on this screen what changed in your rankings, and then you're going to hit publish again. And then you're going to go to get widget code, and this is where you can do some pretty cool stuff. So with the notes, let's go to rookies. This is what we did earlier. So you'll see your notes here will show up. Now, when I do the consensus rankings, when I show all of our rankings on one page, you're not going to see your individual notes. However, if you want to post your own rankings in a separate article, it's kind of cheap, easy content. You do your rankings and say you want to do a top 24 rookie content rankings. So you can do all your notes, and then if you click this little button over here, article, and then you could go and eliminate all the positional groups that you want to do. So if you're just doing rookies, get rid of all of those. We want to show PPR, and now click generate. And it's going to show you in a different format with all your notes. And your notes can be as long as you want them to be. So it's pretty cool if you want to do an article with your top 12 rookies or top 24 rookies and you want to do notes on all of these. This is a good way to do it and show it and be pretty easy to set up. Obviously, if you wanted to do your top 12 wide receivers, you could do that and just put, top 12 here. That's just your rankings limit. This is where it'll cut off. Click generate, and your top 12 receivers will show up. And I have no notes in there, but if you had notes, you could definitely have notes written in there about each player. If you wanted to change the way some of it looks, you can, I usually put it as red just because it matches the color of our website. But, anything you want to do there, you can leave it at the color that it started with. So that's pretty much it for the expert platform. I kind of mentioned article. The cheat sheet one, as we get closer to draft season, if you wanted to create a cheat sheet with all your rankings, you could do that. And it'll show you all your rankings. Obviously, we could change that to top 50. And it'll show you all your rankings in a cheat sheet form, which can also be embedded onto the article. the code that you want to use, and I'll have to show you how to use HTML code on WordPress, but you want to use the iframe code. Reason being, the mobile version of our website does not recognize JavaScript because JavaScript slows the website down. So if you did the JavaScript code, it would show up on the desktop site, but not on the mobile site. So you want to always use the iframe code. Basically, you copy and paste that into the WordPress article, and it'll show up as you see here. That's pretty much it. I will show you what my screen looks like so I can see everybody's. When I go here to staff rankings, this is what I post. As you can see right now, we've got mine, Kyle's, and Bo are all in here. They've all done rankings, so our rankings show up here. Once you've done your rankings, you will also show up on this widget, but until you've published something, you will not show up. And same thing, I just copy paste this into a WordPress page so that we have access to our consensus rankings, and this is what I'll put up on the website. So that is that. I think that's pretty much it. I have to show you how to do the HTML on WordPress. It's pretty easy. It's basically just a box or a block. You just, open up a new block, click in HTML as your block. It'll bring up a separate block. You just copy paste this code into that block, and then it'll pop up with this chart. I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, any questions, feel free to hit me up on Discord or Twitter. I think that's it.